Hey YouTube, coming at you with 3 double teams, and finally built one up. This thing, it's not a cheat code because that's not the right word, but it feels like Sableye and Lickitung did 4 seasons ago before the noctowl buff, right? Because it just feels like safe. Like even in bad matchups, I feel safe with it. Ghost, Psychic, you can hit for super effective with payback. Normal typing, rocks, other stuff you hit super effective with double kick. Body slam spam comes real quick. You have bulk, like it's just a super strong Pokemon. So 3 teams here. This one is a modified version of the team that was showcased this morning. I used Buzzhole, Jellicent, Cofagrigus. The Jellicent is running Bubble, so you're trying to draw out a normal typing. They make a good catch on the Machamp here, which is fine because I could just come and farm with Cofagrigus. So yeah, how you use this team, as I showcased this morning, you have Bubble Jellicent, you try to draw out a normal typing or a dark typing, and then surprise them with the bubble, and then you finish it off with double, and then Cofagrigus runs free. But Cofagrigus, double is just one of those Pokemon where it's like, yeah, I can like almost stay in with any matchup, unless it's like a Shadow Machamp or something. Like a lot of the matchup, you can just like, you don't need to stay in, especially with this team, and that's why I'm using it as a safe swap on the third. But like, if you weren't running an ABB style team, you can just like stay in with most things. It's pretty just like safe. And actually, I think a team that I'm going to be trying to run with on Wednesday through Thursday through like next week will have double as like a lead, plus 2 others, or as a safe swap. I forget what I was going to use. But yeah, definitely has some safety in it. I tried to catch the surf there, did not catch properly. That's fine. I just need to get to Shadow Ball. I'll live Shadow Ball because it does not quite take out full health. This will take out here though, so they have to shield, or either worst case scenario, I've got a payback loaded too. They decide to let it go. They do get the farm down. I do have Body Slam loaded, so I'm going to throw right away. I actually have 2 Body Slams loaded because this thing is spammy. So we see him P, and I remember what happened here because I was like, I end up just trying to go for the double kick, and they catch the double kick on the A/, which just takes it out, and now I unload it. And I think what they thought is I'm just going to go back-to-back body slam spam to take it out, but I did not. So able to take them out there. Cress, again, I have 2 answers in the back, which I will get out to eventually, but I think I stay in immediately because I'm like, it's one of those things where it's like, I should get out into the very obvious pull out of the Pokemon I want. But I really want to see how much a payback is. So I just stay in, take a Moonblast, and then I'll get out to Jellicent. And I just shot this and it did not work. So I know that I pull out the worst case scenario, a Dragon Dark. So the Dragon is resisting the water, the Dark is resisting the Ghost. I am just kind of screwed here. So I am just throwing the Shadow Balls. I end up getting, I think, not that this move cost me because I just watched this. I should have done the surf here because surf would have done chip damage and then put it in double kick range. The problem is it's not in double kick range, so I have to throw a body slam. So had I so I gotta waste all this energy. So had I not thrown the surf, I could have double kicked down and then come out with a payback for the. Could have come out with a payback for this crest. They would have shielded, and then I would have gone 1 shielded up here. I let this go anyways, and what do they have in the back? A Regirock. So I could have like 1 shielded the Regirock, got Shadow Ball, Dark Pulse off, and it would have been a lot closer. I probably could have taken this matchup, but did not throw that chip damage when I should have. But in the third game here that's going to come up, you are going to see the perfect drawing out of a Dark with Scrafty, and I am able to flip switch, and that helps me flip the matchup. So we will get to that right after I farm down, get a payback off, which is not enough to take out, and they end up psycho cutting me down. So get 1 off, just gotta try and go for back-to-back paybacks. Cannot get there before they take me out. So that should have been a win. I think if I threw that surf, it would have completely changed that. So here we go. Come in, Jellicent. Here comes the Dark. Oh no, Scrafty, I'm running Bubble. So at this point, as long as I shield the foul plays properly, I'm going to flip this switch pretty easy, which I want because then I can get my second ghost on the poison. So this is how this team works when it works very nicely. You pull it out thinking that they're going to resist the hex. They do not resist the bubbles. Those bubbles start adding up, and I will flip switch here. So I do end up going down shield, but that is okay. I'll take that. So here we go, farming up a bit more here. This Surf will take it out. They end up coming in. Again, I just shot this, so I know I know all the matchups in this one anyways. They come in with their own double. At this point, again, Hex is double kick is resisted, so they need to throw just the payback to take me out. But this chip damage is going to add up, right? Basically put them at half. Good timing on their part here. We CMP and they take me out, so well done. But now I have alignment, right? Half health double on my full health double, and now a Cofagrigus on a poison typing. And Brian is a terrible, terrible move, so I'm going to take this matchup. So that is the first team. The second team, the thought process was pull out a steel, pull out a rock, and then punish with double. In theory, works. In practice, worked until I ran into Carbink, and Carbink is half fairy. So it neutralized my counter. It's gonna be the loss on that battle here. It neutralized my counter to normal. I had body slam and payback, both are resisted against the fairy rock, and then I just get lit up by the rocks there. So you're gonna see that loss. But otherwise, let's go to number 2 here. Team 2, again, a lot of times you should eventually get out and do it, but like it's just so, and this is why I don't love running ABB style teams, especially with double. It's just like safe, right? It's safe against so many things. So I am just take this mud bomb. I definitely try and catch here, but I'm stuck in a 2 versus 3 fast move, so they easily get that mud bomb off. I will eventually get out here. Just going for the full farm, and they try and catch on sandslash. So I do get the shadow ball off, but unfortunately this is not nearly enough. And then these ice punch is going to take me, almost takes me out, if I remember. And then I will eventually get back on double on this. And when they had a lead, the Quag's on the lead, so that's fine. It's pretty low already, and I can body slam. Farm down. I have 2 body slams coming out here. Throw the first one. We CMP. So even though I have a second body slam, I'm so low on health. I'm like, you know what? Charizard just wing attack down, coming out with energy and shielding up a Stonage is probably my wing condition here. So I just come in here, wing attack the heck out of this. They throw a move. I think it could be a Stonage, so I just shield. They eventually come in with Mandibuzz, and it's an air/Mandibuzz at that. So get 1 blast burn off. These wing attacks will add up. I don't really want to go for a Dragon Claw. I'll shield up potential foul play because I think that would hurt a lot, and they just dumped energy on their Quag. So I'm at 100 energy. Again, no point of baiting. Let's just go straight to this here. Is this a second 1 HP win here? Yeah, this is the second 1 HP 1 HP shield burn win. I put it in my other video that I had a 1 HP shield burn win, and someone's like, I didn't know that, and this is the second one in as many days, so pretty cool. Lucario, again, we're doing super effective to each other, but I really do not want to stay in with Lucario. So I come in here, they stay in, I'm like, okay, I guess I should shield up potential Shadow Ball. I'm just going straight Shadow Ball. I really don't want to play this game with this, like baiting a potential Poison Fang here. And they let it go, so that's great. Out comes a Gliscor. And I'm thinking it's a double flyer lineup now. Because the only reason you kind of stay in with double and don't come in and Gliscor is your best answer here, which is not a great answer, is because I assume they have double flyer. So it could be like Gligar that I tried, Gligar, Gliscor, but it could be like Golbat, could be Pidgeot. What other flyers are there? Could be Charizard. So I expect one of them. So I immediately just come in here thinking like, just get this out of here and then have Blast Burn coming out. Unfortunately, their attack rises. So that sucks. So they are definitely staying in to get that attack boost there. I'm going to get this out of here. And it eventually is a Golbat, if I remember. Yeah, so double fire Golbat. I'm out of Blast Burn. They only have one Pokemon left. They're not going to not shield this, right? So I just bait. It's a very easy bait, and that forces them to throw now, right? Because otherwise, if I threw the Blast Burn, they could probably farm down and come out with energy. Now, not being able to come out with energy hurts them. Especially that they can't throw the Shadow Ball against a normal typing. So I'm able to just get to 2 Body Slams before they take me out. Or a Payback before they take me out. That makes sense too. You could go either way. I assume the Payback would KO from this range. Not quite, but I can just Wing Attack down. 1 HP left. And then double against Dugong. So good lead here. You got to stay in here, right? And Carbink. I'm like, oh, this sucks. This sucks. I have no move to throw here. My back 2 Pokemon are essentially weak to ice. My Charizard neutral, but I'm weak to ice in the back, and just this game's over. So don't run this team. Do not run this team. If you're going to run this team, don't use double in the lead, or don't do that. Anyways, we do not need to sit through me losing to Carbink, yada yada yada. I lose, they farm me down, yada yada yada. Number 2. Number 3 is more balanced, right? Quag on the front to deal with steals, Toxapex on the back to deal with fighters and stuff like that, and then safe swap and double. This team was very, very strong for me. I went on a pretty good run, so I'm gonna just start grinding. Like what a lot of people have passed me. Like I'm pretty far behind where I am in my rating right now, because I'd use a good team, go 4-1 with it, or stronger, 8-1, and then I try a new team and I go 1-4, and then I go get a new team and go like 4-3. That's fine. Let's showcase that. And then I try a new team and go like 1-6. Like, so I was up and down, up and down, up and down, and I lost a lot. And so I was at like 2480 heading into the set of 5 this morning. And I did a set of 5 with these 3 teams, and I'm up to like 2630. So I gained like 150 yellow. So you're essentially going to see me just grind double plus 2 strong picks for the next little bit, I think. I do have a couple other teams, like, so tomorrow's league turnover, so we'll do top teams for Great League and for the other cup there. And then I've got a few Great League teams already banked from earlier in the season. And then we will go probably some double team for grinding, or Medicham's in the open now too, so I don't know if I'll fully use this, but we'll see. We'll see. I do like it. It's pretty safe. And I think with my IVs, if I'm not mistaken, I do pretty well against the meta. I had like a 23-20 record against the meta. And let me see it. I'm just going to go to open meta for Great League with a double, with a 2, 8, 10, something like that. 2, 11, 10. No. 2. 2, 10, 9, something like that. 2, 10, 9. Close enough. It's close enough to that. I had like a 23-20 record, so that is not it. Let's go rank 1 actually. Close enough though, whatever. Just for idea purposes. But like, beats Swampert, beats Galarian Stunfisk, beats Sandslash. Loses to Registeel because you're just going to get out thing there. The Owl is close. Where is Lanturn? Lanturn is close. You beat Dunsparce. You beat, obviously, like any normal typing. You beat Cofagrigus because it can only throw Dark Pulse at you. So there's options here. There's an option to play this in open. For sure, I'm going to run a remix for the last day, and then I'll see about open. See about open. I'm assuming that the rankings have changed in open thanks to Carbink. Again, I'm not seeing a ton of Carbink, but when they do come up, they are very, very tricky to deal with. I'll probably want to run more Swampert in open, quite honestly. Yeah, I like Swampert. I've always liked Swampert, and Swampert in open just got a buff, essentially, because you can deal with Quag, which is everywhere now. You can deal with Carbink, which is once in a while. You still have Registeel, Stunfisk. In neutral matchups again, Medicham you do fine. In neutral matchups you beat Lanturn. You do well in everything except for grass, right? So if I'm gonna run a team right now, I'm running Swampert in open. See if there's any other Pokemon which just like comes at me thinking like, yes, this is the one, but I don't know what else I'm going to use yet in open, but we'll see. But yeah, double, again, very safe, feels good to use. The other thing is like, if it feels so safe, you might want to just use Medicham. Like, you have different options being only weak to like fighting here as opposed to Medicham, which is weak to I mean, you have less options for Ghost with Medicham, right? For starters. At least this has coverage for Ghost. But otherwise, Medicham is just bulkier. Not that it's spammier, but it's also pretty spammy. It's too good. Medicham's too good. So maybe I can go double counter team with double Medicham. Maybe. We'll see. We will see. This one I end up flipping switch and getting a shield, so this one was an easy one here. Because they tried to catch, but they did not catch, and already had some damage done, or I had a ton of energy. Quag's pretty strong and open. I still don't have a good IV one for Shadow. I probably will build up a Shadow one. This is one of those where it's like, this is a rank 1. So I wanted to, like, I was a rank 1 and I might as well just use it anyways for Great League until I get a better Shadow one, but I would like a Shadow Quag. I should have shielded this one. I know I just caught a draw run, but I'm like, oh, great catch. But I'm like, well, that's going to put me pretty low. And now these icy winds are going to add up, and I can't lose this. So I should have shielded a draw run, which is way more damage than an icy wind before they like now just icy wind me, and I'm shielding less effective attack lowering icy winds. So yeah, worth building. It doesn't need to be like the max stat product for this. There's other options for sure with double, but definitely one worth building. What is its rank in open? I'm guessing like top 20 to 30. 12. Double's rank in open is a 12. Again, 21-22 record. Your toughest losses are poisons, obviously, because double kick is resisted. Medicham as a counter user. Any other counter user that outbulks you or hits you, Medicham, Scrafty, stuff like that. Stuff that resists the double kick. Flyers, Charizard, Pelipper, Venusaur, Sableye. That makes sense. Azumarill as a fairy. You lose to Bastiodon. That sucks. I guess I could just smack you down before those double kicks add up. That's kind of lame. But then, like, Lanturn's very close, depending on IVs. Looks like you can win the Owl matchup. Beat both Ghosts, beat Darks, obviously, Stunfisk, Dunsparce, Lickitung, Sandslash, Swampert. So there's some good wins here. You lose to the Shadow Swampert, but you beat the non-Shadow. I guess that makes sense, because I guess 2 Hydros from a Shadow takes you out, and not 2 Hydros from a non-Shadow. So you'd have to cover Flyer weaknesses. That's a problem, though. That's the only problem with double. You have to cover Flyer weakness and Fighting weakness. Flying. Let's cover Flying weakness, which is typically Rock or Steel. But then Fighting would deal with both of those, right? So it's kind of tricky. You'd have to like double cover with something. Maybe like a Cress. Like Cresselia is not a bad option to cover it unless you get hit with a Charizard, but we'll see. Anyways, those are the 3 teams I put together. Good for, again, 150 ELO grind, but again, I was pretty low, so don't put too much weight into that. Just put weight into it is a very, very safe Pokemon in general, very strong. Definitely one building up even if you don't have optimal IVs, in my opinion. So that's it. We'll do top teams tomorrow for the league turnover. And that is it. So I'll see you then.